go. Believe we're live. Cool. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome to another live. See, the market is open, and that matters right now because if your goal is to pass your combine, build real consistency, and stop starting over every week. There we go. This is where that actually gets fixed in real time while the market is moving. Real quick, I'm Roger Mack, head trader of MTF, that's Max Trading Family, where I help traders pass their combines, trade smaller, stay consistent until they're funded, and not by taking more trades, but by taking trades with structure into the system and get consistent payouts. Now today I'll be trading live on my practice account for testing the same process I've used to pass my combines using just a handful of high quality decisions. Now over the next 45 to 60 minutes, you'll see exactly how I read price action, plan risk before I enter, and manage trades without rushing, guessing, or overtrading. Now this isn't about calling tops or bottoms, it's about showing you what disciplined trading actually looks like when money and emotions are involved. So here's what I want you to do right now. Slow down, breathe, and watch how patience shows up on the chart. You don't need more trades, you just need one clean decision at a time. If you want to trade live with me, ask questions, and have real structure and accountability about your trading, I just opened up my one-on-one mentorship, so go ahead and check the first link in the description to apply, and that's where real growth happens. Stay with me until the end. I'll explain who the community is for and who it's not. Quick little disclaimer here. Nothing here is financial advice. I'm simply just sharing my personal process. You're responsible for your own decisions and trades. And I guess I got to do a little quick little disclaimer. I've seen people trying to follow my trades during nighttime. This is my nighttime trading, my slow markets. I don't actually trade during this time. I trade during New York Open, not the slow markets, the Asian session. So if I take some trades, sometimes I just take it just let me see, how I use this as a mental practice, I should say. So don't be too hasty to hop in trades, especially if you see it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Today is Sunday night. I haven't done a Sunday night live in a while. Feels good to be back though. Let me make sure we're all set here. Gotta make sure. Let's see. Boom. Yep. Make sure everything's looking good, looking clear. All right, I'm going ahead and drop the poll for the traders who are coming in. Let me know. Oh, I about to say let me know how your trading day went, but it's Sunday. Nobody has traded yet. All right. No problem. We'll get the poll tomorrow. I guess we're just kicking it. Probably do be a shorter stream because again we're just hopping on here on a Sunday night, seeing what the market gives us. What time does the market open? 5 Eastern Standard Time for me. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The market opens. Open with a fat gap up to the upside, but it looks like the 200 is flat. So it looks like we're most likely gonna be moving sideways for a little bit. Possibly fill that gap to the left of us and move off that way. Now, if you didn't hear me in the announcement, this is the first time I announced this. I'm doing my coaching program. Just open up my coaching program where, do ones where you guys hop in the group, learn to trade consistently, funded, get more hands-on. One of my favorite things about the coaching program, especially the elite coaching program, is you get my personal phone number. I tried it once with somebody and it was just perfect. There's not a lot of coaches or mentors who are willing to actually give out the personal phone number. Again, don't blow me up. That's not the use for it. But when you're in need or when we gotta hop on a call, Zoom is cool and all, but it's way better to actually have my phone number because especially if you have an iPhone, just hop on a quick little FaceTime, chat real quick, going on about a day like regular people, So that was one cool function there, and then of course you get the trade. Get the trade together, not so much trade with me, but you get the trade together. Or I teach you the system, break everything down, and lead you into profitability there. Consistent profitability, I should say. Alright, again, today is a Sunday night, so I'm not really sure what to expect here. Oh, that's why it looks so oh, okay. I was wondering why it looks so slow. That was the 5-minute. Wish I didn't miss any setups. Alright, if you're not familiar with the strategy, go check out the other YouTube videos, but I'll break it down here real quick. 3 simple steps. GF13, gold flow 13. Step 1, we need a new higher, lower low. Step 2, we need a pullback to the 13 EMA, which we're getting here. We already broke a low. We broke this low here. This is a swing low, and this is a major swing low we broke here. That was step 1. I don't know if you see that. Boom. Swing low here, broke. Swing low here, broke as well. That's step 1. I like it better when I can do this. Oh, there we go. That's step 1 there. Step 2 is a pullback to the 13 EMA, my white line here. Pullback, wick rejection. Now this closes above this 13 EMA. We got the pullback, but if it closes above, trade invalid. We move on to the next. If it proceeds to wick reject down, as soon as that candle closes, I look for entry at break of candle. 3 simple steps. Let me see. Oh, I might have to do it maybe like this. Go here. Go here. No. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to show you guys the. I'll do it another time. That's alright. We'll see the RPO and the balance. It's just a practice account, so that's fine. Hope I can catch at least a setup or two. And we can go from there. Ooh, I see me. Let's update that. Man, so far so low. As you guys come through here, drop any questions. If you're watching this at a later time, go ahead, drop any questions. Just you can do bookmark the time. For sure, yeah, you could or call out the time, bookmark the time. Just let me know if you guys have any questions for future for readbacks. Let's go here. I might hop in here just for the sake of somewhat hopping in here. Sort of. It's more like a if you know, you know type of setup. Taking the trade off the 200. I'm looking for it here. Very slow. Well, that's a 1 minute. I'm on the 1 minute. Why does a 1 minute even feel slow? A little too slow. Again, like I said when we first started, price opened up. Well, the price gapped up and then came back to that 200 EMA. Which when I see that, I have an idea of, or I have, it builds. What would the words be? It builds confluence that we are in a range. So I'm not expecting a lot to happen at the moment. Alright, starting to pick up a little bit. I was hoping I hope the hop went at 8:30 because there would be momentum, but it doesn't seem like much. Let's see. Again, this is not my regular trading day, so this proceeds for the next like 30 minutes, 25 minutes. I'll probably just call it. Wish everybody a good luck for the week, but we'll see. Still early. We'll see what hopefully 9 o'clock. Hopefully it's not too boring by 9 o'clock. If it's a little too slow by 9 o'clock, I'll call it. But hopefully not, and then we can kick it till then and some. Hey guys, for quietness, I had to get everything situated. All right, I have a question. What if it goes back below the 13 or the EMA? Can you take that trade since it's coming back below the EMA? If it's coming back below the EMA, so as soon as it disrespects the EMA, the trade or the rules reset. So like, boom, it comes like we had a new lower low off of this. We're looking for a pullback. Boom, EMA disrespected. Now we're looking for, now it resets. It resets. So like now we're looking for a lower low. So boom, we look for a lower low and then a pullback. So like if it pulled, I know what you mean. Like, so if it pulled back here and then like pull and then you get like wick rejection, all that. No, it's not valid. You will need it resets as soon as one of the rules get invalidated, it resets from there. So right now, the first attempts got cooked at step 2. Now we're boom. Now there we go. We got it once again. Step 1. Where's my? I'll use this. Step 1. We got a lower low. This was a swing low. Price broke below. Step 1. New lower low structure. Now step 2. We're waiting for a pullback and a wicked rejection off the 13 EMA. Patiently wait for that. And then after step 2, then it's the step 3 would just be entry. It's like creating a floor here. Hopefully we get a nice clean pullback and rejection. Like this looks, I like this. Cause if I did open up and then it wanted to wick a little bit. But I am keeping, now I gotta keep like eye of, okay, this may be a liquidity grab because price didn't necessarily close below that swing. But it all comes down to, I still gotta be patient and wait for my pullback and wick rejection off the EMA. So as soon as I get that, then we'll act accordingly too. Okay, got that. Let's see. Still waiting for that pullback to the EMA. Like we get close, but not quite. And not quite does not count. There we go. Man, I recorded this video today. If you're not following me on IG, go ahead, check me out on IG. It's pretty much just my name, first and last name, RODDRIC, period, Mac, MACK. If you're not following me on IG, that's where I post a lot of my updates and whatnot. I recorded this video today. One of my, besides this, it's not the regular video of just chart analysis, but it's more of a psychology video. It's one of my favorites, for sure. I truly believe that this video crushes all trading psychology videos, and if you just focus on, it's the 2 biggest trading lessons I've learned, my 2 biggest aha moments, I guess you could say. The 2 things I believe that's holding back every trader from being where they want to be. So I'm gonna edit that, probably edit it tonight or tomorrow, and then post that as soon as possible, because I'm excited for that to get posted. Keep an eye out for that for sure. Oh, I know what okay. Super high. Again, step 1, lower low was created, patiently waiting for step 2, which is a pullback toward 13 EMA. This is a game of slow and steady patience-ness. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Trying to get situated on my iPad here to get the questions up. Hopefully I didn't missed any. Still patiently waiting for that pullback. Not much at the moment. I like how this picked up a little bit. For a minute there, I was like talking about how it was moving a little too slow. Okay, now we're starting to get some motion. Patiently let that cook up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I wanted to bring up somebody. I see this a lot. Somebody was mentioning how they think the combine is rigged, but just not like Topstep combine. They were saying Topstep combine is rigged, but let's be real. Topstep is designed for you to fail. You know, that's what they were saying. Like people were saying people were saying the combine's rigged. And Topstep is designed for them to fail. And all these evaluations are designed for them to fail. But if I gotta be honest, it's not the firm. People are ripping off of it. A lot of people are ripping off of it. It's almost always the daily loss limit. People take one bad trade, try to win it back in the same session, and blow through the daily limit, chasing the green day. That was never going to happen. That's something like what it boils down to. Remember this: the account doesn't fail you. Revenge trading fails the account. Over trading fails the account. See that a lot as well. But again, that's a huge part of what I actually teach. It's not just, here's an entry signal. The entry is one piece, 20% of it, if that. The risk management around it, how much you risk, and when you stop for the day. How you handle red day, that's the actual system. GF13 is just the trigger. If you're familiar with GF13, if not, check out the other videos. The risk management is just what keeps you funded and then essentially get paid. Hopefully this trade cooks up here. We got continuous melt. We're still riding off of our new low. We're just being patient, waiting for buying this up. Patiently waiting for a pullback. Patiently waiting for the pullback to the 13 EMA. You trade New York or all sessions? I paper trade Asian sessions. Like right now I'm just paper trading. I'm hopping on. This is where I hop on YouTube live, say what's up to everybody. More like a mental refresh to slowly. This is where I slowly see my setups cook up, and it's like I guess you say I don't like the back test. So this is me forward testing. I use Asian session to forward test because it's the same setups I take during my trading session, but just slowed down because it's a slow trading time. I cop on here, answer any questions from videos and whatnot. So I actually answer your question. I actually trade New York. New York is where I actually take my trades. As soon as New York opens is when I am actively looking for trades to take on my actual accounts, whether it be combine, live, or funded. So New York session. This is just my forward testing. They call it slow markets, and I try to take advantage of it to forward test on a practice account. Here we go. Trying to get that pullback to the 13 EMA. We need an actual tap. Again, so close. It looks like it tapped afterwards, but in real time, it did not tap. But I'm gonna play off of it. Right, boom. So say this was the actual trade. Step one, price created a lower low. We broke this low. Boom, boom, boom. We trickled down, trickled down, trickled down. Step two, pull back to the 13 EMA. Boom, pull back. We tapped the 13 EMA. Again, just pretend because we didn't actually during live time. It looks like it afterwards, but in real time we did not. Boom. But as practice, we tapped the 13 EMA, wick rejection off the 13 EMA, so it looked very, very similar to this in real time. And then we enter at break a candle. As soon as this candle breaks, I usually use stop orders. As soon as this candle breaks is where I hop in for my trade for a sell. Now, if you're on a combine, it'd be 3 gold contracts like so. 3 gold contracts, and you aim for a 5-point move like so. Again, in real time, this would be a better trade timing and whatnot. But that just gives you an idea. That was just a quick little rundown of the strategy. Again, in real time, I would like you to actually take the trade. So this is probably actually play out. So boom, step one, so you get this. Step one, price created a new low. Boom, lower low. Little pullback. Wasn't valid. Didn't actually touch my 13 EMA. This is what I mean by pullback and a wick rejection off the 13 EMA. So that's just me. That's a big call out. That's a big thing I called out in my video. This is me being patient. This is where you gotta be patient. I was just trying to rush and show you guys a quick setup, but if I was patient, I would have showed you a real setup in real time. So, boom, pull back to the 13 EMA. Wick rejection, candle close with a wick rejection off the 13 EMA. From there, we look for a entry, 3 gold contracts at break of candle. Wait, is that an actual downtrend, or you just found a nice pullback setup and you zoom out real quick? That's a downtrend. And on the 1 minute in real time, it's a downtrend. As soon as I see a lower low be created, market structure. As soon as I see market structure be created, it's a downtrend. We're below, for actual confluence, we're below our 200 EMA as well. I like that as confluence of a downtrend as well. It's where we catch the flow. I should have just been patient because this looks like the actual setup playing out. That's okay. All for example purposes only. This would have been even a better example of being patient and waiting for it to actually cook. Oh wow. Let me see if I can place a limit order. So if that would have candle would have closed and I not got in there, what you do then is adjust entry to the new break of candle. Now since this one gapped down, it didn't necessarily let me in because I had a stop order, so I'll just place a limit sell to see if it let me in at the second entry or second go around if it closes this gap, and then boom. But no worries about that. In real time, when I'm actually trading in the New York session, price doesn't necessarily gap like this. That's the one thing I don't like about these Asian markets. Price gaps. When price gaps, it doesn't let you adjust your entry. Hence why I don't trade it. And then so this will be like the actual setup. If this is the real time, this would be closer to the actual trade setup. So we got a boom, new low. We patiently waited for the price to actually touch the 13 EMA. Wick reject out the 13 EMA, and that's where you look for entry, break of candle. And that's boom. Hopefully you're trading a good session where you can adjust your entry and get in there. And then from there, you have your stop loss place, TP place. put your hands up and just wait for the outcome. Let it cook. If you were with us on Monday, I had to buy a new combine account just for the sake of getting a practice account. Most definitely made that purchase today. I had to. Couldn't do TradingView anymore. That was disgusting. It was messing with TradingView with Forex, and it was just the spreads are getting cooked, and it was a reminder of why I don't trade on there anymore. Oh, perfect. This is another reason. I don't know. I'm trying to be strict on. Cause I have people ask like, "Will this work on this? Will this work on that? What time do you trade it?" I'm trying to be strict on the time I trade it, cause like we won't get price action like this during New York session. You don't get price action like this. So you like avoid trades like that. Now, real time, if I lost the trade, boom, we'd have been done for the night. One and done. That's how you gotta do it. Be patient, wait for the next day. Don't revenge trade, don't overtrade. But again, practice account for the sake of showing you guys the setup. If another opportunity pops up in the time I'm on live with you guys, I will happily take it. I should do a challenge in my community. If you're in the community earlier in the year, I say earlier in the year, but it's not too long ago. Back when I used to do the challenges, we might start a new challenge for. That's August already started, but it's not too late. Might do a new challenge for August. What that entails is I let everybody hop on a practice account, either on TradingView, Copy Trade, or Topstep, or really trading. I think we do TradingView. It has to be TradingView because it has to be a 50K account, and you trade it just like a regular Topstep combine to make it to phase 2. And then, but the thing about that, it's a free account, so you just copy trade it, and then you send it back in. Then once you get the okay, then the way you really win is once you get the okay from that, you just reset the account, and then the one with the most money at the end of the month gets a free Topstep account. So that's usually fun. We've been having people. I think 1 month we had somebody run it up because there's no rules at that point. You just max leverage it and just let it rip for a couple weeks and hope by the end of the month that it hits TP. I've seen crazy numbers. The sound went off. It should be check. It says my mic's on. Let me know. Check. My mic. It says my mic is valid. Let's see. Check. Yeah, it said my sound should be on. That's alright. I don't got much longer on the charts. I want to at least stay on here till 9 o'clock. See what cooks up then. See what another setup cooks up around then. See if 9 o'clock price action on a Sunday cooks up or not. So hopefully my volume does come back by then. Let's see. If I get something to cook here. Oh, snap. Wi-Fi moving slow. You know my volume came back. Reload my chat now. My YouTube chat. Oh, I could just check my phone. That's way too slow. Hopefully I get a new setup cooked up as we patiently try to see if I'm back with you guys here. Oh, okay, I see it. No, that's alright. I actually like this a lot better. Usually I have my comments on my computer here, but on my laptop. But I think I like it better on my phone. All right, I got a few more minutes. Hopefully, get something to cook up. A little quick if you're just joining us or you're tuning in, chilling. Here's what's happening. We're just going through the markets a little bit. And right now, I'm just highlighting the principles that actually matter while you trade. Real money, patience, risk, and discipline. Went through a lot of that just then. Tonight, we're just looking at the charts for this. We're not just looking at the charts. We're looking at the sake. Tonight, we're not looking at the charts just for the sake of looking at the charts. We're seeing how structure shows up in real time, how to make one clean decision at a time, get prepared for the week, and how to avoid mistakes most traders make over and over. Now here's why timing matters. Now it's the start of the month, it's the second of the month. I think on Friday I said I had 25 spots open up on the coaching program. Now we're only down to 20 spots, so I'm only taking 20 new members this month into Max Training Family because I keep the group small and hands-on. If I let it get too big, I can't support the people inside, and that defeats the purpose of building real structure and having people win and make money. This isn't about scarcity hype, it's about results. Again, I went from 25 to 20. It closes quick. The people who get funded fastest aren't lucky. They have guidance, accountability, repetition every single day. So if you're serious about finally passing your combines, stopping the resets, trading with confidence, and start making some money, start getting, return on your investment, now is the moment to take the next step. If you're not ready, that's fine as well. Just absorb the lessons tonight. Check out the YouTube channel. But understand, waiting makes it harder next month, not easier. Especially as we approach the end of the month. I take advantage of that for sure. We had some students killing it. I need to go over that one day. The testimonials within the chat and within the Discord chat. I don't post it a lot, but we got some killers in there for sure. Some winners. Crazy numbers. Actually insane. Alright, boom. This is probably most likely our last setup of the night. I'm gonna wait to this. And then after this, I'll wrap it up again. A Sunday night, slower night. Wasn't really looking for much tonight. Just hop on here and say what's up to everybody. Boom. Step 1, price creates a lower low. Oh, there's my tool. Alright, boom. Price created a lower low. Step 2, we're looking for a pullback and wick rejection off the 13 EMA. Which is 9 o'clock, so hopefully I was hoping we get the momentum off of that. But we melt straight down, which is okay because it adds confluence to our melt here. Adds confluence to the downness. Like how we got cooked up here as well. Got in just for it to take us out. And then melt, but it's okay. Happens. Part of the market. So we just look for the next perfect trade. Hopefully we get here. Some nice momentum breaking these lows. Hopefully this is the flow. The volume we needed coming in. Devious wick rejection. Again, waiting for a pullback and wick rejection off for 13 EMA. Speaking of rejection. Now is it most likely now? Who knows? That's what we just might want to ask many questions of the market. If my setup comes, I cook off of it. Now I'll break a candle. If it did wick reject off for that and break a candles down here, might be when I pass on. Because that means risk would be too much. We're not in the business of hopping in just to hop in. Hopefully we get that EMA touch and wick rejection. We were getting it before, but it looks like that was just like accumulation and cooking people and manipulation before the actual breakout. Alright, boom. Here's our tap over 13 EMA. Let's see if we get a wick rejection for it to hold back down. Which is looking not likely, but not impossible. What's volume? Alright, continues to push up. I'll look for one more opportunity. I'm gonna see if I can get sales off this 200 EMA. Let's see if that was its objective. If it continues to push up, then that's starts to look like a buy switch. This is like my 200. It's like the same setup, but this is when there's not flow in the market. There's a lot more to it in real time, but it's the same setup, just off the 200 EMA. Again, if you like more information about how I would actually take that, which that setup cooks as well, when you're able to actually read that and catch that, why and when. What this looks like on a higher time frame. Looking for an entry. How big is this zone? I think we're about to find out.
Order filled.
I don't think it's too big. Oh, that's pretty big for 2200. Stop. A 5-point move, not looking like anything crazy. 106.5, so something 106 point. Stop. Limit by 2. Alright. If initial TP does get hit, I'm gonna leave a runner of 1, and then we get to play around with the top step trailing stop. Alright, there we go. But if not, then we'll just call it. See, this cooks up. Or we just move slow. Hopefully, get something to cook fairly soon. Let's see where this goes. I'm checking out the higher time frame real quick. Okay. See, this is like a cook up off the 5 minute, off the 13 EMA. That's nice. Okay. Now I can see why like the buys are not necessarily. We closed some of these gaps, ran into like some support here. That understands. That explains the bounce up. That's why sometimes higher time frame narrative comes into play. this point. Hopefully we don't get cooked in their range. At this point, I'd rather just let it hit stop. Rather it hit stop loss quicker and get stuck in a range. See, I guess I got time. Got time to just wait this one out, see how it reacts. Well, wait, I could at least put some music. Some music for myself. You know, you think this is a cook up or stop loss? Oh no, I think we're cooked in a range at the moment. Oh my. We had a little spurt of volume and then just died. Died and draw it down. Let me check the higher time frame again. See what it's starting to show. Okay. And it's kind of stuck in this area on the 200, but we're rejecting it. Like there is chance that it rebounds and starts to continue to push down. Let's see after this. I think this new 5-minute will possibly show. Give us an answer. Let's see. Let's see where this new 5-minute leaves us. Oh my. Let me see. Hopefully at 9:15, because I don't want to necessarily wait till 9:30 unless we're in the positive. At 9:15, if I don't see another surge of volume, it might just be like GG's. But let me look at the. I'm gonna keep flipping between the 1 minute and the 5 minute to See narrative. Okay, let's see the 5 minute. I like that. Like that. We're gonna watch this on the 5 minute, maybe a little slower just to watch, but it's gonna. I see the trade more clearly on the 5 minute at the moment than the 1 minute. 1 minute's a little too noisy, so I'm gonna just adjust. Was able to push back the break even. See if I can get some continuation to first TP. Again, if first TP is hit, I'm in 3 contracts. I'll be out at 2, and then we will leave a runner with the trailing stop. That'll probably be about a 15 to 20 point move. Starting to slowly melt to TP1. Came a long way. See if it continues. See if it can continue to cook. Because just as we got close to stop loss and almost cooked there, same thing can happen here. Get close to TP, get edge, and reversal. This is where that just robotic feel comes into trading. Actually, that's what I want to do. I'll go to a 7.5 move. Oh, never mind. So that feels so far compared to a 5-point move. I keep it 5 and then I'll adjust from there. Alright, let's see how big a stop loss. Stop loss is a. No, it's not bad. Stop loss is 7.2. 7.5 wouldn't be bad.
Order filled.
Alright, sorry. Already hit TP. Boom, this is now a risk-free trade. Stop loss at break even. And I'm gonna hop on a trailing stop. 1 contract, trailing stop. Let's do 20 ticks. Let's do 20 ticks. Let's do 15. 15 ticks. Now let's see. I'm gonna sell. So trailing stop 1. This is now a risk-free trade. You have a trailing stop. I don't need to be break even. I can see. 20 stop of 15 ticks was 1.5 move. See if what else we can catch here. Again, having fun with the trailing stop. Topstep's trailing stop future. It's pretty lit. See if we can continue to.
Order filled.
Alright, boom. Alright, so took us out on the trailing stop. Overall, pretty fire trade. 3 gold contracts caught the 15-point move. Or 3 gold contracts caught the 5-point move. Would have been 1,500, but I wanted to play around with the trailing stop. Beautiful trade. I wonder what the 1 minute looked like after overall. Oh yeah, just nice clean melt. Nice clean melt. This was off the I took this off the 200. Beautiful trade. Nice trade. Made back my loss from the first trade, or for the other trades. Put us back at break even as well. Fire. Alright, traders, that's a wrap up for tonight's session. Again, it's Sunday. I wanted to hop on here for a little bit, say what's up. Wish you guys good luck for the week. Whether you took a setup or sat on your hands, you showed up, and that's what matters most. Every rep counts. Every observation builds discipline for sure. If you got any value from today's stream, please hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next live. We'll be live all week, every night, every day is another chance to reinforce the process. You want to take things further, trade live with me, get weekly breakdowns, and follow the exact process I used to pass my Topstep combines fast and get payouts consistently. The link in the description is where you can join Max Trading Family. This is where structure, accountability, and consistency happens. Don't forget this week, start of the week, so it's very important. Listen up. Protect your capital, stay patient, and remember, let the market pay you for waiting. That's the difference between a random trade and a funded account into a payout. High shorted. Nice. That's what I just caught. The gold shorts. But I'm just wrapping it up. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in tonight. Again, I'll be live every single night this week. Today's only Sunday. Be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. New video will be posted either tomorrow or Tuesday. Fire psychology video. You gotta watch it. One of my favorites. Again, I believe these are if you're struggling in trading and you're not where you want to be because you keep stumbling and falling, I promise you watch this video and really take notes and really listen to it and fix I talk about 2 things I believe that's holding every trader back from where they're not wanting to be. If you watch those, you'll be cooking. But again, I appreciate every single one of you being here tonight. I'll see you in the next live tomorrow night. Trade smart, stay disciplined, and keep stacking good decisions this week. Let's see someone in the chat. I shorted 10 minutes ago. Nice. How long did I go? Did I short? Hold on. I shorted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 12 to 13 minutes ago, I shorted the gold. So I have a bias, nice, for Dixie and gold long term. When you do long term trades, you look out what define long term for you. Is long term like a week, 2 weeks, the month? Like what is your and how do you get your long term bias? And at what point does your long term bias become invalid? That's my question for the long term biases. How long does long term equals how long, and then at what point does your long term bias become invalid? And I guess the third question off of that, if it's a long term bias, why not hop on the higher time frame and trade that? Currently, Dixie is retracing on daily, but I'm bullish until 106 supply. Then Dixie long term decline. What's the Dixie's retracing upward? I'm guessing because gold's going down. Months and years. Okay. Dixie is retracing on the daily. So again, so reading this backwards on something applicable. Currently Dixie is retracing on the daily. So you're saying that at the moment so far for the day, you believe that gold is going to continue going down leading into tomorrow. But you're bullish until 106 supply. But overall, for your month and year outlook, you believe that. Like, what do you think is bullish, the Dixie or gold? The reason I say this, that is I use Dixie for inverse close. Yeah, no, I'm familiar. When I used to trade forex, I used XAU USD. Gold, and then I used the Dixie for the same thing, the inverse correlation for sure. No, I understand their game, fire. So long term, because I don't use it anymore, which probably because I use a different strategy. But yeah, I don't use it anymore. But most definitely a fire. I don't know why I don't use it anymore. I think because again, different strategy. But I haven't used it for this strategy. I might have to have somebody try that out. So long term, what you have gold being bullish. That's what I'm hearing. I forgot about the Dixie. I wonder if I still have that on my trading view setup. Dixie is bearish short term until daily hits 61.8 or 78. What's it at the moment? What's the Dixie at the moment? It's long term go bullish. 210K. Where we at? 41. That sounds about right. I see gold being for sure. Only problem is I don't look that long term, but I just believe gold will go up. I think gold's like the S&P for type of thing where it's just gonna keep going up and up and up. I remember, I couldn't imagine the new traders now how they're living. I remember when gold was at like not too long ago, right? Gold within like the last 2 years, we weren't even at. I don't think we for sure went at 4,000. I don't even think we were at 3,000. What was gold at? I want to say a year ago. Not too long ago, because gold just recently surged up. I want to say we were in the 2000s not too long ago. I want to say it's 2000. I want to say in the 2000s we were like, when I say not too long ago, I'm saying like last year, not early this year. Last year, like late last year, we were long term gold to 17K. Fire. Interesting. So you're a fib trader. So when you enter on your trades, do you enter on a lower time frame or a higher time frame? Like, are you a swing trader or you still? Well, you said you just entered on the short, so you're still scalping. Fire. Look at several factors technically and fundamentally. Nice. I thought another setup was cooking up. Real quick before I hop off, break down your strategy. If you can explain it in 3 sentences or less. Oh, see, that's where you lost me. Peep the 2 for value gap imbalances. I scalp. Okay. See, I'm not too familiar with day trading. I'm not too familiar with fair value gap. I played this game, I think last week. I'm not 100% familiar with fair value gaps. So like at the moment, to me, I would think a fair value gap would be right here. Again, I had somebody in my community, one of my friends, trade fair value gaps for a little bit, so I get the idea, but I don't know the exact. So I'm just guessing you guys just go off of gaps in the market. I usually mix depending on market conditions and periods. Okay. So for consolidation, ranging hours or days, I use. Fire. Okay. So you have a strategy for depending on the market conditions. Use trending hours or days. I use trending strategy. I adjust. Same. So okay. Same. So look at liquidity, session highs and lows, imbalances, fib levels, standard deviation, and more. Oof. You ever so it looks like you look for a lot. My question would be, do you ever get like, how do you keep it organized? How do you keep it organized? And boy, I'm talking myself. Fire. So I guess that answers the question of how you keep it organized. When you teach yourself, it's easier for you to read it. Read price action, market structure. Nice. But thanks for coming to kick it in. I'm about to wrap it up here. It's the end of my session. We took that trade. I'm gonna get stuck on here looking for another trade. again, it's my practice account, so I really could, but don't feel like it because it is a Sunday night. Thank you guys for stopping in. Good luck for the rest of you. It's muscle memory back testing. Nah, I got you for sure. That's how. Yeah, for sure. That's what. Yeah, for sure. I understand that now. It's muscle memory and back testing. I get it. I have key checklist. Okay. Well, that's it for me tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dropping some info on us tonight. I love when people come in here and talk about how they trade. I actually do mean that because trading is unique, and I like to connect with other traders. So thanks for coming in. Let me know about how you how you trade. If you're trading anytime you see me live, come kick it. Say what's up. Let me know how you did that day. Or you just wanted to kick it, kill time, talk more trading. Again, I don't want to rush off, but it is the end of my trading time at the moment. But come on earlier. Come on earlier night. We'll kick it, talk more about trading, get a chat going, and go from there. I'll do my little ending off real quick. Again, for the rest of my traders, protect your capital, stay patient, and remember, let the market pay you for waiting. Trade smart, stay disciplined, and keep stacking those good decisions. Have a good rest of your night. Good luck this week. Take your time. It's only about to be Monday. We have all week. If you take a loss,